What?
What?
What the hell is this?
Harumph. I didn't get a harumph out of that guy.
Give the governor harumph.
Harumph!
You watch your ass.
I see you shiver with anticipation.
Let the show begin.
Hey everybody, this is David Heretic coming at you with another edition of Reactions, Reviews, and Rants. And tonight, alright, we're coming back to Eluveitie. Yes, indeed, Eluveitie Fans FEELIN YOU. Come on now. Here we go. Before we go any further, for those of you who are feeling inclined to doing all the clicks and the likes and the bibbidi-bobbidi-bob, do me a favor, before you do all that stuff, please watch the whole video first, okay? Give me a chance to actually earn those clicks and likes. Now, after the video's done, if you still feel like doing all those clicks and likes, then by all means, feel free to click away. This comes as a request from Hamish Alexander, and Hamish wanted to see me react to this song by Eluveitie called Call of the Mountains. Now, have I heard the song before? No, I have not. To the best of my knowledge, this does not resonate with me in any way, shape, or form. However, there's always a possibility I may have heard the song in passing and I just don't realize it. So as always, if I start listening to the song and I suddenly go, wait a minute, hang on, I've heard this song before, I'll let you know.
That's the truth.
You know me, I'm gonna be honest with you guys. This was posted by Nuclear Blast Records, okay? And the video has 44 million views. It'll get you there. Other than that, there's really nothing else left to say. Link to the original video will be down below in the video description for your viewing pleasure at your leisure. Let's get started. What do you say? Are you ready? Are you ready? Because here we go. All right, here we go. Eluveitie, The Call of the Mountains official music video. Wah, wah, wah.
Damn it, damn it, damn it, damn it, damn it!
Ah, yes, that word official, coming off of the Nuclear Blast official page. So, I don't know, man. We'll have to wait and see how this goes, and we'll have to just hope for the best, I guess. Yeah, I'm wearing my headphones today. Oh, God. I left my in-ear monitors in the car, and guys, it's pouring right out there. It's all flooded and wet, and I don't want to go out there. I really don't. So I'm going to stay in here nice and dry, and I'm just going to use these today. So there it is. All right, let's do this.
All right, boy, let's do this.
Swords in our hands, against the sea, with our backs to the walls, against the stress in the presence of our enemies, against the storms roaring at our faces. The cry rang out throughout the skies, a beckon, the flight of the cranes, the call of the mountains.
Right there, that was nice. Okay, pause. Everything sounds really good. I'm digging the song. It's got a nice feel. It's got a nice groove. The chorus. They had that one section, the one line with the harmonies. I'm really glad they did it that way. if they had harmonies through the entire thing, I think it would have sounded fine. I think it would have sounded good, but it would have lost the impact that that one line had. And as a result, that one line is kind of the hook as a direct result of its sparing use of harmony. It made it impactful. And like I said, I think it would have sounded fine with harmonies through the entire thing, but because they limited it, they limited the use of the harmony to that one line. Very effective. Super effective. So yeah, man, no problems there whatsoever. The instrumentation sounds good. I like the, I know that's not a harp. It looks like a harp. It's like I think that's not a lyre, is it? No, a lyre's equal shape. Is it just a miniature harp? I don't know. I'm not sure what that's called. But I like the usage of it. Sounds really good. The violin, really nice. The pipes, it looks like bagpipes, but they look smaller. But really nice. I just love the use of the regional instruments. I really do. I like it. It definitely, it makes the song stand out. It really does on its own. So no problems. I got no complaints about this so far. It feels good. Feels really good. Let's keep going. Let me back up a little bit. Let's keep going here. Timeout. We modulated. Did we just go up just two semitones, just one full step up? So we went up a minor third. We went up 3 semitones. Nice. Nice. I like it. Good jump. Really good jump. I don't think it was necessary. I don't think the modulation was needed. I think the song would have been just fine without it, but I like it. I like the fact that it just increased the value of the song from a complexity standpoint. So yeah, I dug it. I dig it. I absolutely dig it. Yeah. the ending. That's the one question mark. After the song ended, it sounded like the song ended, and then we had this. It sounded like a children's choir singing. That's the one question mark. I don't know if I liked that or not. I might have liked it, but I'm not 100% sure. I need to think about that. Everything else very straight ahead. Very straight ahead. Let me get my thoughts together. I'll see you in the review, and we'll talk about it. Well, there you go, folks. That was Eluveitie with Call of the Mountains. This was a request from Hamish Alexander. All right, before we go any further, we have some announcements. I'm going to be doing these announcements in every single video for the entire month of March. So that way, hopefully, everybody at some point on the channel will get their eyes on at least one of these videos for the month of March, and they'll see the announcements at least once, and that would be really nice. Hopefully that will, get everybody informed. If you've already seen the announcements, if you've already watched one of these videos for the month of March and you've already seen the announcements, feel free to skip ahead about 5 minutes, and that'll get you right about to where you need to be. Okay, announcement number 1. We are going back to the old scoring system. That you guys spoke, you let me know that that's what you wanted. We had the poll, and 2/3 of the votes said, yes, go back to the old scoring system. And I got absolutely no problem doing that, guys. I really don't. I am perfectly fine going back to the old scoring system. I did say during the live stream that if we do go back to the old scoring system, there's going to have to be some changes. The number one reason that people were kind of put off by the 5-star scoring system was, and the biggest complaint was that there's going to be way too many 4-star ratings, too many bands, too many songs getting the exact same rating of 4 out of 5 stars. Guys, believe me when I say this, I saw the exact same thing happening. I saw the exact same problem happening. But here's the thing. That problem was already happening with the old scoring system. If you take a look at all of the scores that I've given over the history of the channel, I would say probably about 2/3 of the scores I've given fall between the range of 7.4 to 8.6. Now, I know people right now in their minds are going, wait a minute, well, that's 13 different scores. That's not just one score, that's 13 different scores. You're absolutely right. It is 13 different scores out of 100, as opposed to 1 rating out of 5. So if you look at the percentiles, 13 different scores out of 100, that's a 13% margin versus a 20% margin that we would have had with the star rating. So that problem already is happening, folks. And it's worse than a star rating. It's a 13% window. Very narrow margin indeed. So during the live stream, I did say that if we do go back to the old scoring system, there's going to have to be some changes. And the change, very simply, is this. I am going to have to get harder. I am going to have to get tougher. I am going to have to make it more difficult to get those higher rated scores. So the best way to do that is to refocus on making 5 the median ground. I think there was just too much focus on people getting the idea that 7s were somehow the median ground, like the 7s were the average. No, that was never the case. 5s were always the median ground. 5 is the average score. It's okay. So we're gonna refocus on that. And one of the best ways to do that is to make every single song start at 5. I don't care who you are. I don't care if you're Bandmate. I don't care if you're Love Bites. I don't care if you're Nightwish. I don't care if you're Nirvana. I don't care if you're Soundgarden. I don't care who you are. If you are going to be on the channel and your song's going to be on the channel, you are going to be at a 5 to start. Now from there, your stock can go up or your stock can go down. It really depends on the quality of the song. But now, getting a 7, it's going to be really difficult. Getting an 8 is going to be even more difficult. And I'm going to be honest with you, folks, getting a 9. Getting a 9 now is going to be pretty much impossible. I mean, you can get it, and if you do somehow manage to get it, you definitely earned it. But Getting a 9 now is going to be, oh man, it's going to be rough. So keep that in mind. From here on out, guys, 5 is the median ground, okay? Please keep that in mind. Now, announcement number 2. The whole reason that I went to a 5-star scoring system was to try to simplify things, because I had too many people hearing my numeric score and misinterpreting it and going, well, this deserves way better than an 8.2. You know, that's way too low. And then they're not understanding that an 8.2 is a great score. So I figured if I simplified things, it'd make it a lot easier. And during the live stream, people actually were saying, well, you know, why don't you give, you know, more than just one way of giving the same score? Why don't you give multiple ways to give the exact same score so more people can interpret what you're saying? Man, I don't know why I didn't think of that. It would have solved a lot of problems. It really would have. And for those of you that did attend the live stream, thank you guys for attending. And for those of you that did mention that and suggest that, again, a big thank you to you, because guys, despite the fact that I do try to pretend that I am all-knowing, I'm not all-knowing, guys. I'm not omnipotent. I'm a human being, and I can't see everything, you know? So I really appreciate you guys bringing that to my attention, because it really kind of put things into focus. So I am going to give 4 different ways of giving the exact same score. I'm going to be giving the old score numeric grade, the numeric score, you know, the X point X. I'm going to give that for sure. In addition to that, I am also going to give a scale grade. You're going to get your greats, really goods, okays, pretty goods, you know, not so good. You're going to have all of the ranges there of the grades, the scale grade. You're also going to have the 5-star score, the 5-star rating. You're going to have that too. I'm going to keep it. I think it's a very simple way to keep things for people who like to keep things simple. And on top of that all, I'm even going to give a letter grade for those people who just cannot seem to get their mindset out of grade school. So there you go. You're going to get the numeric score, a scale grade, a letter grade, and a star rating. Now, if you cannot take one of those 4 and internalize it and understand it and interpret it, well then folks, I'm sorry, I can't help you. I cannot help you. This is going to be a rough ride for you. My suggestion, in all honesty, you might want to think about going and finding another channel, because if you can't get one of those 4 guys, this is clearly not going to be the channel for you. So that's the announcements. Hopefully everybody has a chance to hear them and understand them. And now let's move on to the score, shall we? On a scale of 1 to 10, I'm going to give that a 7.8. Yep, 7.8. I feel good about that score. Let me tell you why.
Why?
Okay, first of all, what does a 7.8 mean? Well, a 7.8 would be a really good scale grade. Okay, so it's a really good song. It's getting 4 out of 5 stars, and it's getting a B+ letter grade. Okay, so 7.8, really good scale, 4 to 5 stars, and a B+ letter grade. There you go. Now, how did I come to this score? Well, so glad you asked. It's a really good song. It is. It's out of all the songs I've heard from Eluveitie, I'm not gonna say it's the best one, but it's definitely one of the stronger ones without question. It felt good right from the beginning, right from the get-go. It felt good. I pretty much immediately locked in with the feel. I locked into the groove. Even before the drums even kicked in, I was already like, I was listening to the instruments. I'm like, okay, yeah, I see where we're going here. All right, let's see where this takes us. And it did not disappoint. It absolutely did not. It took us on a nice little journey. The biggest thing for me, honestly, was the regional instruments, the variety that we had, and the consistency that we had. The violin was constant through the entire song, which I dug. It's a good anchor. And from there, we had departures to other instruments, but always coming back to the violin, the constant, the North Star. I got no problem with that. I think that was really smart, actually. And never overusing any of the regional instruments more than the violin, which was the constant. So got no problem with that. The violin actually sharing the responsibility of the main melodic line with the vocals. When the vocals weren't, when the vocals weren't taking the lead, the violin did. And everything else accompanying, bass, guitar, drums, everybody else filling in and backing up the violin. I thought that was smart. I thought that was really, really smart. The guitar, bass, and drums, I'm just gonna lump them up into one thing here. All of them did a really good job. They all did a really good job. They did a great job of establishing a solid groove for starters, and at the same time not overtaking it and making it overly dominant that's all the song was groove. You know what I mean? It was more than that, and that really came down to the use of the regional instruments. But they really established the foundation, and they did a great job of establishing it. And overall, they did a really good job of helping to fill out the sound and keep the song moving forward. Vocally, really nice work. I was really actually kind of impressed by the discipline to not overuse the harmonies in the vocals, keeping it to the one line. Now they used the line frequently throughout the entire song, but they didn't overuse it in each chorus. It's not, or they didn't overutilize harmonies in general throughout the entire chorus. That would have destroyed the song, in my opinion. They kept it sparse. They kept it limited to that one line for the purpose of impact, for the purpose of effectiveness, getting the most effectiveness out of that one line, thus creating a hook. And I really think that one line is the hook. And that really came down, like I said, to strategic use and disciplined use of harmonies, knowing when to use them and, more importantly, when not to use them. The overall, I dug the song, and that I gotta say, that modulation, that moving up 3 semitones, that minor third, that was nice. Really unexpected. I didn't see that coming. And I'm really glad to see that it happened, because now here's the thing. Did the song need it? No. The song didn't need the modulation. I think if the song had not had the modulation, I think the song would have been just fine. Did the modulation help? Yes. The modulation absolutely did help. It definitely increased the stock value of the song as a whole. So yeah, I'm glad it was there. Not needed. It's not like the life of the song depended on it, but I'm glad it was there, because it definitely made the song more interesting to listen to. I don't even know if I'd really call this a gripe. My only question mark is the ending with that children's choir. Did it fit? Yes, it fit. It did fit. It did work. Was that necessary? No. I don't think the children's choir was necessary at all. I think the song could have been just fine, just ending with like the sustained note, just that final note, sustain, and let it decay out. I think that would have been just fine. The children's choir, did it add anything to the song? Other than time, no. I don't think it really added anything to it. It didn't detract. It's not like I got turned off of the song by it. I'm just really indifferent to it. Like, you could take it or leave it, honestly. If they were to take it out, I'd be just fine. Leave it in, it's okay. It's fine too. But I don't think it had any positive impact on the song. But then again, it didn't have any negative impact on the song either, other than it elongated the song. But it didn't elongate it too much. So it's not like the song went on for a whole nother minute. You know what I mean? It just went on for like, what was it, 20 seconds, 30 seconds? It's okay. It's all right. Like I said, I'm indifferent to it. Take it or leave it, makes no difference to me. So, but overall, I think it's a really good song. I'm serious when I say this. Out of all the songs I've heard from Eluveitie, I don't know if it's my favorite, but there could be an argument for this is my second favorite. Really nice, easy to follow, great melodics, great strategic use of harmonies, and a lot of emphasis on those regional instruments, all of them getting a nice little spotlight. So I dug it. Yeah, I dug it. And I think it's a really good song, which is why it's getting a really good score of 7.8. So let's wrap this up in a nice pretty bow, shall we? 7.8, really good scale grade, 4 out of 5 stars, and a B+ letter grade. Take your pick, I don't care, whichever one of those floats your boat. Final word, final score, I have spoken. Well, that's going to do it for this edition of Reactions, Reviews, and Rants. Hope you all enjoyed the show. Hopefully I was able to entertain you. If I was able to put a smile on your face and brighten your day, I did my job, and I'm so glad I could do it. If you guys feel like joining the fan base, go ahead and click on that button down there. If you guys want to like the video, go ahead and like the video. If you guys want to ring the bell, go ahead and ring the bell. It honestly doesn't make any difference at all to me, but if you guys feel like doing these things, then by all means, feel free to do so. Well, that's going to do it for the night, folks. Thank you very much for watching, and as always, this is David Heretic signing off, reminding you to stay fabulous and support each other. Later. Peace.